Kwanza, my brother should not fall for internet memes. There's nobody who buys things that are available for free. How foolish are you? You don't have money and you're going to buy stones. Stones are available for free. Nobody buys stones. That was
the message that is being sent.
They're being sold. Okay, let's make this point. Let him make a point.
I'll give you the message being sent out there.
I listen to
you. I'll give you the time to respond.
And also, when you make these allegations, you must link them to me. Because I'm not the one who was selling stones. It was not Azimio leadership selling stones. It was just some random people.
It was Azimio members selling stones.
Let me go to this question that Soros raised on the question of my comments on the people who helped themselves to state-funded food in Kisumu. Two distinctions, Ahmed. Number one, I spoke after the event, not before. So I was not the one who was inciting them to do it. And number two, I was seated in the Senate. A leader of the majority side, Senator Khalwale, stood up and he actually lambasted and insulted the entire people of Luo Nyanza, saying these people don't deserve development, they are archaic, they are backward, because of that incident. And I stood up and I said, these events, you have called the public to a public event. This is CAK, it's a commission that we fund.
Okay.
It's ours.
So
a public entity.
You're saying what you said verbatim.
You see, like even Osoro, yes, okay. It is there. It is there. It is on record. It's even on the answer.
All right.
Osoro is a politician. He hosts people at his home. Osoro, if you call your friends as your members of parliament, then there is a crowd there. Then you guys are sitting here eating, and these people have not eaten. You know, even from an African culture, it is not right. You call people to a food symposium, because that CAK thing was a food symposium. At a time when people are hungry, you have bought food only for yourselves, and then you expect people to sit and look at you eating. It is inhuman. So it is inhuman for you to do that. So I spoke.
I will hold him to account.
And I said, Ahmed.
Be patient.
Ahmed.
Ayub.
Yes. Ayub, there's a distinction between public property and private property. I have never said anybody should help themselves to people's private property.
What did you say specifically?
I said, if you go to a public event, you find them laid food there and they have not made provision for you. Yeah. Because that food has been bought with your money, you have a right to help yourself to that.
Okay, this is my question.
Yes.
Then.
So,
okay, before you proceed,
yes.
Because you are a leader in this country, and the senator who garnered almost nearly 800,000 votes in Nairobi.
Yes.
And that is very critical for the masses you speak for,
yes.
With your roles that double up as well as representation, legislation, and oversight. You hold a public office as well, isn't it?
What is your question?
My question is, you hold a public office, don't you?
That is obvious. Everybody knows I hold a public office.
Would it be right for someone to say Sifuna's office is public, therefore you can crowd?
My office is actually public.
Okay.
They can come to KICC anytime. Okay. And that's why I'm here.
Okay.
And yes.
Your food.
By the way, we eat with them.
Okay.
We eat with them there.
Okay.
Yes.
People.
No, those who come to my office. They can come to my office. My office is a public.
So 800,000 voters and the people of Nairobi can crowd your office Monday to Friday?
Let them come. Okay. If I can work miracles like Jesus with 5 loaves and 5 fish, we will share. Well, but let me finish my point.
Okay.
Let me finish my point, my brother. The distinction with what Kimani Ichung'wah said, because he's saying it's a precaution. First of all, I wish you could play the entire statement by Kimani Ichung'wah. He started by a false premise, something that he has not provided evidence for, saying if Uhuru Kenyatta continues to fund Azimio, these looters and the others, that's what he said. If he continues funding Azimio to destroy other people's property, we will also come and destroy his property. So he needs to provide evidence of that financing, that Uhuru Kenyatta is the one financing Azimio, not protest, people to invade other people's property. So in the absence of that proof, then you cannot call it a cautionary statement. I will answer him when he asks, where were the police when people were invading Northlands? They were beating us. That is where the police were. They were tear gassing us. They were dousing us with those water canisters. They were attacking the media. Because imagine it took 24 hours for the police to appear at Northlands, but it took them only 10 minutes from the time that we left Chungwa House to reach Kawangware. They were there with us. Then I want to give this assurance. We as the leadership of Azimio are very clear. We have told our supporters that our problem is not with anybody's private business. That is not our beef, because attacking somebody's supermarket does not result in you getting IBC to be reconstituted in a fair manner. And those people who attack private businesses have taken themselves out of the realm of the protection of the Constitution. It is the responsibility of the police. And even as late as last week, the High Court told the police that their responsibility is to protect those private businesses. If Sifuna lives here today and goes and attacks a supermarket, that's not a protester. That is a criminal. And the people to arrest criminals are the police.
Thank you.
We have had an event. Let me finalize on this. I will say no more.
Yes.
We have had an event here in Nairobi in 2018. Almost 1 million people showed up to swear in Raila Odinga at Uhuru Park. The police pulled back. It was a peaceful event, and immediately Raila finished the oath. Those people left and went home. I want you to tell me how many shops were looted that day. None. We are saying the one thing that you can remove from this protest that will make them peaceful is the police.
Thank you.